What's up everyone, Exile here, and here are 4 quick tips on how to get better at Survivor on Dead by Daylight. Number 1 is take off your exhaustion perks. It might seem a little bit counterproductive, but taking off that dead hard, that sprint burst, that live, that balanced landing is only going to ensure that you are learning how to run kills around at the default state of a Survivor. This will encourage you to have the best positioning possible at all times. It'll make sure that you're not giving anything but your 100% attention to the killer, because you know you can't afford not to, and it'll force you to learn the best methods against different killers in different locations, and overall you'll just get better a hell of a lot quicker. Number 2 is to avoid the perk SelfCare which you get from Claudette. Try not to level up Claudette early on in your game time. SelfCare in particular will encourage you to heal up at the worst moments. It'll encourage you to stunt the momentum of your team progressing at the objectives. SelfCare will allow you to heal at 50% the normal speed. It sounds good on paper, but in practice it just takes way too much time up that could otherwise be spent doing the objectives or pushing towards another important objective that the game will pose to you. SelfCare quite often will leave you healing in a corner while someone's on a hook. It'll push you to SelfCare in a corner, or some sort of object when the generator needs completing. You could get a generator, you could even get the very last generator done in that time that it would take you to SelfCare up. It could be the difference between your team winning and your team losing. Being healthy is always good, but make sure that you do it in the right time at the right place. SelfCare encourages you not to do those, and it's overall a bit of an unhealthy perk to use early on. Gives you a lot of bad habits. It's much better to naturally go about the objectives, do your generators, and then when you come across another survivor, encourage them to heal you up. And in terms of time efficiency, it's usually a hell of a lot better than running SelfCare. Number 3 kind of goes hand in hand with number 2 in a certain way. You don't want to be afraid of doing things while you're injured. Being injured makes your life quite a bit more dangerous in the game, of course, but learning how to work while injured is a very important part of the game. I encourage people to unlock the perk Iron Will off Jake Park very early on. Very strong perk. It'll reduce your signs of pain while injured by 100%. So unless the killer is using a perk to buff up the sound of injured survivors, Iron Will make you completely silent, and that'll just give you that little bit of extra confidence to work on things while injured. I do encourage you to use it, and it'll encourage a more healthy playstyle if you want to be the most efficient survivor you possibly can be. And finally, is just not to be afraid of failures. We all make mistakes, we all do things that we probably shouldn't have done. We do things that don't really work out quite like we intended. Bad things happen, and all we can do is try our best and learn from our mistakes. Playing Survivor is no different, and you'll learn how to flashlight save, you'll learn how to run the killer around, you'll learn how to do things while injured by doing it, not by shirking away from it. It's by doing it, and you will fail a lot, but overall it's well worth the risk, and the payoff is great. You'll enjoy your games a lot more, and especially if you learn how to run the killer. Just make sure you're getting in there, try and figure out what you're doing, learn the best ways to do it, check out some looping guides around on YouTube and that, and keep on going, and you'll do the best you can in no time at all. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. That was a quick 4 tips on how to get better at Survivor and Dead by Daylight. Hope it was useful to some of you. If it did, please drop a like, please do subscribe, and if you haven't already, do check me out on Twitch. I currently stream 3 times a week, a random day in the week, plus Fridays and Saturdays. Do check it out. We play a lot of Dead by Daylight, play a lot of other games as well. Come, hang out, join. You might enjoy yourself, who knows. Until the next one, guys, appreciate your time, and yeah, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.